Right, so two of that. One Albion, the brand, the Shrouded Dragon. He's basically another fallen of Albaz on the field and in the grave. Three Springer Kids. Um, Probably the best, one of the best searches in the deck. The only reason why I only run three instead of only one is because you basically recycle cards from your hand. So yeah, three Mercuria, basically the hand trap of the
Octave.
yeah, of the fusion monsters. So once you have this on the field, or a Murderjade, or whatever monster that you use to fusion summon with Fallen of Albaz and mention it, this is essentially a hand trap, and it's another searcher to search any monster that mentioned Fallen of Albaz, even Fallen of Albaz itself. So yeah, three of that. My hand traps, I only run Ghost Ogre, one Ghost Ogre, and three Veilers. I'm looking to change this in the process if I do find Ash Blossom. So Ash Blossom will replace this, but basically it's worth playing with effect veilers because they also can be used as fusion materials. I'm playing one Hex, the light Hex sealed fusion because of my spice in the deck. Mainly the Red Dark Dragoon, use him for him, but you can use him for any Despian monster or Fallen of Albaz. It's a good card, you must play it. My Despia package, one Aluba. I know people are playing three. I prefer playing one because I know this card gets negated all the time by Ash Blossom. One Dramaturge, one Adliptum, and two Tragedy. This is basically my favorite monster because you get to search your fusion materials. This guy, when he's used as fusion material, sent to the grave or banished, he gets special summon back. When he's sent to the grave, you get the special summon the level 8 fusion monster back, and this searches your spells and traps. So yeah, that's why I don't play too much of him. I prefer playing only the one because you only need one of it to go through. 3 branded fusion. I do feel this card should get banned, hence why it does too many things for one turn. I feel like if you can bring it to one, it's good, but this opens up too many doors. 2 Palmization. I don't play the Frightful package, but I prefer playing this because there's a number of times you have new fusion materials in your hand and you can't get it off. My opponent targets Super Poly. Don't need to say anything about this. This should also get banned. I think it's also a problem in the game, but yeah, it's good to have though. I'm looking for another one if you know anyone. One branded in white and one branded in red. This is good if you have your stuff in the graveyard, especially Fallen of Albaz. You can just banish your stuff from the graveyard instead of just fusioning from your hand. Same with this. This I would like to play in my opponent's main phase or during my draw phase. I'll activate this so that they can't avail my fusion summons. One Despian Theater of the Branded. Nice field spell. Can't say much. It's basically a polymerization on the field. One branded loss. One of my searches also is good to have in case your opponent wants to stop you from fusion summoning. I'd rather have this on the field than them negating my fusion summon because that happens a lot. Especially good against strikes and warnings and stuff like that. 3 Allow Darkness. Must have. Your deck is full of dark monsters, so you will play it. The only reason why I'm playing Golden Sarcophagus is because I'm a courier. It's a good searcher for extenders. So you'll be searching, or you'll be sending Mercuria to you banish Mercuria, search of kit. That's it, you know. For back row, I run this Twin Twisters. It's probably one of the best back row cleaners, other than Hoppy's Feather Duster. Call by the Grave. Don't need to say anything. It's not a problem. I think they should go back to 3. Just saying. For my other hand traps, I'll be playing 3 Infinite Impermanents. It's just good in general, this meta. And Brand Banishment, very good card against your opponent, especially during the end phase or during their main phase. It's better to play something like this to stop them from doing things. Okay, now on to the extra deck. 2 Marajades, 2 Lebellions, and 2 Albions. This is basically the full-on Valbas package, because you do need to play something to start it off, to have at least something on the board to start your fusion summon. Mainly these guys will bring out this guy or other monsters. I play 1 beat stick, branded monsters, Bruskidian and Quarterius, I don't know how to pronounce the name, and 2 Masquerades. Basically comboing with this and that, you basically make the board monster attack on 0, and then you attack in with him. That way your opponent loses life points equal to the original attack points of the destroyed monsters. The plant monster. This is basically your Dark Magician and your Red Eyes, but you play your Fallen of Albus plus the Light Exil, so you play it with that. And this is super poly targets. And yeah, you must have something like this in your graveyard, not in your graveyard, in your extra deck, in order to get rid of your opponent's stuff. So these are your super poly targets, and this is my extra spice. Now on to the this will be my tournament deck today that I won against all of you. Playing the branded Despia deck at Duelist Mania 8. This is deck profile.